Hi all. Okay, so I have this UPS from previous video, which the problem was only the battery, the lead acid battery. Now I would like to do a change and not using these batteries anymore, because if you're familiar, these lead acid batteries in this kind of UPS usually work for 1 year, max 2 years, if there are only few, let's say, power failures. And I think that instead of this battery I will use these cells that I bought. This lithium phosphate from Lithium 7 amp hour and 3.2 volts. Okay, so I will need 8 cells. I will explain now why, because this UPS is 600 watt. They call it VA, which is like a watt, let's say, and the battery is only 7 amp hour. So I think that if you will calculate, of course, so 600 VA divided by 12, you will get 50 amps. And this is a lot of current that is drained from the battery, and I think that this is the maximum drained from the battery. So I guess that it doesn't get to 50 amp. This is just my assumption, but to be on the safe side, these cells that I just show are capable of 30 amp continuously and the peak of 70 amps. This is something phenomenal for a battery. So I will replace this battery with 8 cells. If I put 4 in serial, so I have, of course, the exact voltage, 3.2 multiplied by 4 is 12.8, so this is okay. But maybe it can get to 50 amps. So if I'm using 2 in parallel, so they can deliver a theoretical 60 amp continuously and a peak of 140 amps. So this will be sure capable of replacing this battery in case of a failure, a power failure. So I will build, of course, in order to build it I also need a BMS that is capable of for this high power. So I have something here, not this. So I found, I will show later, I found a BMS that is capable of 60 amp continuously, and I will use it with the cells. So this should solve all the problem, and then we will test if this is really working with this change. Now about these cells, I've tried to find the maximum current it can deliver. I found something between 2C and 10C maximum. 10C doesn't look reasonable because 10C is 70 amps continuously. I don't think it can do it. And if you will find datasheet, you will find maybe graph till 3C. I couldn't find anything more. So again, my assumption is that these 2 cells in parallel and 4 of these 2 cells in parallel will solve this issue. Of course, the BMS is very important in order to be able to deliver. And of course I will add some fuse protection to be on the safe side. So I need to find something large enough to make it work. That's all. So I will build everything and test it and see if it can really work. Okay, so I think that this is the BMS, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. It's written 150 amps, so this will do the work with those Lithium batteries. And I'm pretty sure it will be okay. So I will start to build everything, and I will show you during and after how it looks, and we'll test if this is working properly. So now, because I'm going to connect each two batteries in parallel, I want to make sure that they have the same voltage, because they will be shorted between them. So this is very important before going forward. So let's check these two, for example. 3.24, 3.218. Pretty close, but I would prefer to get a better voltage, or more similar. So 3.2, 3.214. Again, I'm continuing to find the best match. 3.24. okay, so this one and these two are very close, so I will start with those. I'm connecting them together, negative and positive, and then we will go with all the batteries in parallel and then in serial, and we will see how it goes. So I will use this strip. Okay, so catching it with magnet is always the best option. Putting them close to each other, and we'll wait for our welder to charge, and then we'll continue.